How are you? This is Tim with Guard Digital Marketing. So I got this video coming to you as promised. I have the website pulled up here, which we'll take a look at in just a second. But I want to start this video out on a Google search page. So what I've typed into this Google search engine here is roofing Chicago, Illinois. So obviously very relevant to you. And this is what we consider a keyword, but more specifically a buyer intent. Nobody's really going to be typing something like this in unless they're looking for a service that you guys are providing within an area that you provide it. So these are the types of people we want to be able to capitalize on and get in front of their eyes. Okay. Now we can do that a few separate ways when it comes to a Google search. You can see this actual first few companies are doing it, including yourself, is using this paid traffic. Okay, obviously a pretty decent option when it comes down to it, especially if you haven't been able to rank organically yet, which is definitely going to be the greatest option overall. But if you can't rank organically, or if you're working on it and you're just not on that first page yet, this is definitely going to be an option that's going to help you out. The only downside is about 80% of people are going to instantly disregard these ads. Even with that being said, though, they do have the highest conversion rate, typically at about 30 to 40% through these Google guaranteed ads. So if you were going to run them like you've chosen here, these are definitely the ones to run. So great option there. You should be getting leads from that, no doubt. Now, ranking organically is going to be the best option overall. But again, if you just haven't had the chance or haven't had the success doing that, then doing those ads is a great option for you. Now, ranking organically, you can do that two separate ways: through a Google business profile or through an actual website. Now, with the website, what's unique about the website is you can actually rank your website for areas you so desire. So, your guys' business is within, or your office is located in Chicago. This is where your Google business profile is going to help you out the most, but your website can help you out here as well. But then your website can help you out for any of these other areas that you want to try and rank in where your Google business profile is not as relevant. Okay. Your Google business profile is really only going to be able to rank you for about a 5 to 10 mile radius outside of where your actual office is located at. So I don't know where you guys are specifically located at within here. Doesn't look like I'm seeing you right on the first page here for your Google business profile, but let's go ahead and take a look at a couple things. So, oops, it's taking me back here. Okay. So if we take a look at roofing by Hernandez, okay, this is going to be your top competitor for at least the Google business profile aspect of ranking here. You can see how many photos they have, over 2,300. I would always make sure you keep uploading photos within your Google business profile, preferably every single week, and preferably have those photos geo located or tagged for the actual location where they were taken at. Also, there should be a bio section you can fill out about the company. Make sure you're doing that. 750 characters, fill that out 100%. And then main thing with the reviews is always make sure you're getting great reviews, and as many of them as you can. And then always make sure you're responding to your reviews as well. Okay. And doing all of this is definitely going to help you at least get on that first page. There are some other routes and options that you can take in helping you rank within this top three, but those are a little bit more advanced and would take me quite a while to explain on this video. But we can see Matthews Roofing is going to be your top competitor for ranking when it comes to roofing in Chicago for their website. So I did pull up their website to take a look at a few things here as well. Okay. But first, back over to your website. First off, you guys have a good, slick, clean looking website. Nothing wrong with it there. The video is a little grainy behind the header up top. And that's what happens with some of the videos sometimes. That's why it's not always the best option to run a video. It's got to be scaled to the right, dimensions for it to look crisp still on a website. But overall, one of the main things that's going to be helping you guys rank your actual website is going to be the actual content that is within it. Okay. And really what you need to decide, and in your instance, this is going to be very relevant, is most likely your homepage you want to try and rank for roofing in Chicago. Okay. So it's going to be your main service and your main location, and you want to tailor your homepage specifically for that. Now, why I say that is you want one page of your website to be tailored towards one thing. If you try and rank it for all these separate services or locations, it's just not going to work right, and you're not going to be able to rank it for all those at the same time, nor any of them. okay? Because Google sees that as a red flag. It's not organic. Now, what I would tend to do at this point is, okay, so you guys aren't ranking your website on the first page. Who is, right? Who's your top competitor? Well, that's going to be Matthews, okay? Now, why I'd say this is Google's ranking them first position here. So we already know they're going to be, ranking. Google likes what they see when it comes to their homepage because the homepage is what's ranking for this. And we know they're going to like the content that's on it. Google does. So if you come through, I would start reading some of their content, see what it's about, how much of it do they have, what are some of the other these interlinkings, and so on and so forth. Because again, we know Google likes this. So if we have something that's very relevant or emulated towards what their homepage is set up like, we know we're at a good starting point there. Okay. Now, of course, there's a lot of other things that are involved with ranking, but content is king when it comes down to it. So we can start to, as long as we know our content's good, it's a lot easier to dissect and figure out what might be the problem further down the road if you're not ranking for some reason at that point, right? Now, I always like to use this paid program called Ahrefs. It gives me this dashboard of numbers that's super easy to compare a couple different websites. In this instance, your guys' website and Matthews Roofing. So I'm on yours right now. These first two numbers I just highlighted are going to be your strength and trust ratings that Google is giving your website. Now, these are ranked out of 100, but typically once you hit a benchmark of about 30 and above, we can consider you a powerful website at that point. So even with that being said, we know we have strength and trust that still needs to be built out. And that's built out through backlinks, which is any clickable text or image linking one website to another. And those are all held within these different referring domains. Now, what's so crucial about these referring domains is you want the backlinks you're getting domains from, you want those domains to be authoritative, meaning they already have high strength and trust, typically higher than yours. So once you do acquire a backlink from them, it is going to help your ratings out in return. Now, content wise, you're actually indexing for about 190 keywords, so doing pretty fantastic there, bringing in about 300 traffic. So, decent amount of traffic already that we can see. But I went ahead and I clicked on the keywords, and this will actually decipher down where you're getting most of your traffic from and from what specific keywords, what page of the website they're on, so on and so forth, as long as it wants to load for me. Okay, so we got it to load. So we see first two or first three right off the bat all have to do with economy or economic. Um, so of course, first one having to do with the company name. The only problem is, this could be a nationwide keyword search. So somebody just looking for, economy roofing anywhere, economic roofing. Somebody's looking for, a price that they can afford, so on and so forth. Now, roofing Chicago, right? Here's your first buyer intent keyword, Chicago roofing, and you're right on the cusp of that first page, so very bottom, and you are getting some traffic from that. So doing a good job there so far. Now these are all these keywords that I would want to try and rank you for as well. So Chicago roofing companies or Chicago roofing contractors, that's a good one that gets 450 searches per month, but your 17th position. So you're well on that second page of Google, and again we see you're not getting too many eyes because of that, right? Or it looks like you guys do a lot of commercial roofing just from looking at the website. So commercial roofer Chicago, 150 searches per month, second page of Google. So you're not capturing as much audience of that as you would like. Now, obviously the higher position, or in this case, lower number position as possible is the best. So let's just take, Chicago or roofing Chicago, 300 searches per month on average is what people search that. You're getting 16 of that. Now, industry standards about 30 to 40% of this traffic would end up reaching out to you at that point, being a lead for the company. So I would assume you're at least getting 3 to 4 decent leads per month from this one keyword that you're being able to rank for. Okay. Now, if we go ahead and take a look at Matthews real quick, we can see their strength and trust is quite a bit higher. So they've been working on that. We can see the sheer scale of backlinks that they have as well. They're indexing for a lot more keywords and bringing in about 1.7 thousand traffic. Okay. If we actually click on the keywords, again, we can see where they're getting most of their traffic from. And we can see, a lot of these same keywords you're starting to index and rank for. They're ranking for as well, of course. Let's just take the same one we went over on yours, roofing Chicago, right? So that's 300 searches per month again. But look at this. They are capturing almost 50% of that audience as traffic into their website. And again, with that 30 to 40% conversion rate, they should be expecting to get, 40 or 50 leads per month just from this one keyword that they're ranking for. So if we went through, they're obviously getting 100 plus leads per month, no problem, on repeat. And you can obviously tell how lucrative that can be, especially with those being organic leads. Those are going to close typically at a 50% ratio or above, depending on your sales pitch and your sales team. But typically, organic leads close a lot better than, cold ones. So with that being said, if you have any further questions or concerns, obviously this is what you want to be able to accomplish with your website as well. Please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you guys any way that I can. Other than that, have a great rest of your day, and I hope to hear from you soon.